Hello everyone and welcome to the Comic Review. My name is Eric and today's review takes us back to the mean streets of Gotham City where we get the first glimpses of Bat Boot Camp. Yes, today we're going to be talking about Detective Comics number 934. Yes, that's right, this issue is 934, not number 53 of, this is not continuing the New 52's number, it's actually adding the New 52 numbering to the post-crisis pre-Flashpoint numbering for Detective Comics, so that's why we're getting a number 934. It's a return to the original numbering, just like Action Comics went to 957. This week's issue was written by James Tynion IV. I really hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm sure someone in the comments will let me know if I did not. He is no stranger to the various Batman franchises over the years. So he's coming back to Detective Comics to, like I said, give us Bat Boot Camp. Let's go ahead and dive right into this issue and see what happened. This issue starts with Azrael, a longtime Bat character, though I don't think he's been in the New 52 much at all, if at all. He is being hunted by some mysterious other vigilante-like person who we only see in silhouettes and looks a lot like Batman from the silhouettes. Batman shows up, basically scares off this other Bat creature, but Batman finds a drone that has been following him, and he realizes through investigation over the next couple of days that a lot of these drones are following some of the other vigilantes in Gotham City. He then goes to Kate Kane, who is a Batwoman, has been since prior to the New 52. She had her own ongoing series, which I believe ended at issue 40, so she hasn't really been seen as much over the last year or two. So Batman talks to Kate, recruits her for basically training the next generation of heroes. He is realizing that something's going on in Gotham City with these drones. Somebody's watching all the various vigilantes, and he needs to do something about it, but he can't do it alone, so he enlists her help. He also reveals himself as Bruce Wayne to her, and I guess they realize that they're cousins or something like that, or they probably already knew they were cousins. I don't know. Again, I actually never really read Batwoman either. I only read her appearances in 52, and that was it. I haven't really read anything else with her, and I didn't read her ongoing during the New 52, and even before that, I know she was featured in the original Detective Comics. I just didn't read that because at the time I had to take about a year or so break from comics. So regardless, I'm also, like many other readers who are possibly jumping in on this, brand new to this character. But that's actually a good thing about the way this issue is written. It is written for new readers. They do their best in the 30-something pages they have to introduce all the different characters. You already know Batman, so we don't need to go into that a little bit. We get a little bit on Azrael when we first see him, as well as whenever Batman is talking to Batwoman. He gives a little bit more backstory in that, he is a assassin who is now trying to redeem himself. He became Azrael and had been hunted by some organization. So Batwoman does agree to help Batman train the next generation of heroes. So then we go on a little montage of introducing all the various characters. We see Stephanie Brown Spoiler, who the New 52 version of that character, I believe, was introduced during Batman Eternal during that whole year-long weekly series. We also see with her Red Robin Tim Drake. Prior to the New 52, he was just Robin. He did become Red Robin later on, and he continued being Red Robin. New 52 continuity is that he was always Red Robin, but in this one he's no longer wearing the original Red Robin outfit. He's actually going back to a variation of his Robin costume from before the New 52 started. So it was nice for me to see that classic costume, because Tim Drake Robin, even though as a young kid I more watched shows and everything with Dick Grayson as Robin. As far as my comic reading goes, Tim Drake for me has always been Robin. Dick Grayson had been Nightwing, and Jason Todd was dead, though he got better. So it's nice for me to see Tim Drake as Robin again, even though he's not called Robin. We also see a character named Oracle. Oracle is actually Cassandra Cain, who was the third Batgirl. She was first introduced back in the old universe during, I believe, No Man's Land, and she had taken up the mantle of Batgirl And prior to the New 52 starting, she was no longer Batgirl. Cassandra wasn't actually seen, I believe, until Batman and Robin Eternal. This book does give you a good introduction to these characters. Kind of gives you a little bit of backstory, basically of Batman going through their files, telling Batwoman about them as they're going through the recruitment drive. We get a fourth member to the Batman boot camp crew in Clayface. Most appearances of him in the New 52 have been very monstrous. He is this killer that can hardly be contained, but yet here he is crying over his past image in a movie theater. So Batman and Batwoman apparently give him a chance to redeem himself in this book, and basically at this point now we have our team that's going to be in this book for the duration here. So to run down, we got Batman and Batwoman as basically boot camp instructors, with Batwoman taking the lead on it, and we've got their recruits, Red Robin, spoiler, the Orphan, and Clayface. The issue ends with the mysterious figure who is tracing all these vigilantes in Gotham City. We don't see his face, but he seems to have an army of Batmen just at his disposal. The wide shot at the end, the one-page splash page, just shows just an army of Batmen. So while Batman is training up this small unit, we have this seeming army of Batmen at the disposal of this mystery villain that we're going to have. It's very interesting to see that. I wasn't actually expecting an army of Batman. Going into this book, I only knew about the boot camp. I really didn't look into anything else, mainly because I want to be as surprised as everyone else when you're reading these books. Overall, I think this book did very well at introducing the main cast of this series. I felt a lot better than, let's say, the Wonder Woman book did. Part of that maybe because this wasn't technically a Rebirth special, which I will segue here on this. Duke Thompson, who was introduced in the Batman Rebirth #1 issue, is never named in that book. You see him, but he's never named in that book. He actually gets his name mentioned in this book. You don't see him, but you get his name mentioned in this book, which I found ironic. So I just thought that was a interesting factoid going into this. If you didn't read either the Batman Eternal series or Teen Titans over the years, this book gives you a good introduction to all the characters, including Batwoman, through various conversations and whatnot. Very highly recommend this book. Again, this is the start of an ongoing, this isn't a special, this is actually the start of an ongoing series. So, most likely why we had to get all this exposition in right away. And I would definitely recommend this book. I'm going to be sticking with, of all books in DC right now, probably the renumbered Action Detective Comics, definitely going to be sticking with those. Other series I'm kind of on the fence about already, but I'll see how their first arcs go. But Detective Comics is probably going to be one I go in for the long haul. I really like the writing. The art was gorgeous, especially in some panels, especially the emotion that it conveyed during the Clayface scene. So definitely I would recommend giving this book a shot. So the next place that this story is going to go into is Detective Comics number 935, which I believe should be coming out on June 22nd. So be on the lookout for that one. Again, this is going to be one of their twice shipping series, so it's going to be coming every other week. So prepare your wallets for that. So let me know what you guys think of the video. Did you enjoy the new direction of the Bat books? Did you like the introductions to all the different characters? Who of the new Bat recruits is your favorite one? And just give me your overall opinion on the book. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning into this review. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and I will see you guys in the next review. Later.